Alright guys, happy Tuesday. Hope everyone is having a great week. It is unseasonably warm here in Ohio, almost 90. We'll get to that here in a moment. Hope everyone is doing well. So today's topic will be the top 5 reasons. There are actually many reasons to use a Chromebook, either instead of Windows or maybe as a supplement, as something extra to your Windows desktop or laptop. Ransomware is on the rise, so if you're using Windows and it's not fully patched or secure, beware that, that's very nasty malware. Something that you will not get in a Chromebook. At least I have not seen it. Alright, let me get situated here, and then we'll get started. So what I'm going to do here, I'm actually running Windows 10. I had to I had to run some updates, and I probably have to restart, but not now. Yeah, not now. So we'll do this, and then I'm going to go have some dinner. Alright, I think we're good to go. Let's go ahead and transition. If you are new to all this is how I do it, either in Linux or Windows. I use OBS, a headset microphone. Sometimes I'll use a webcam, but not necessary for this one because this will be a fairly short stream. The background music is from the YouTube audio library. Just something to relax with, so. Well, let's get started. So, Chromebooks are a hot seller. Many reasons why. These are my top 5 reasons to get a Chromebook, not necessarily in order. So let's go through these one by one and see what you think. Multi-layers of security. Chromebooks have something called verified boot, among other things, to keep your Chromebook quite secure. One of the best for security. You know, I mentioned ransomware. When was the last time a Chromebook got hit with extensive malware? Or when was the last time a Chromebook got hit with ransomware? Take your time. I'll wait. Yeah, I haven't heard of it to the extent that Windows machines all over the country are being hit with this nasty piece of malware. I will not say it is impossible with the Chromebook, but it's darn near close. So, yeah. All right. Number 2, insane speed. These things boot up and shut down in 10 seconds or less. I've never seen anything like it, or I've never tested anything quite as fast as the speed of a Chromebook. Number 3, invisible updates. Let's see. With Windows, I have to restart. Got an update. I may have to restart multiple times. There may be other updates after the restart. You just don't get that with the Chromebook. At least I haven't seen it. I call them invisible updates because the Chromebook performs the updates in the background. There's no forced upgrades or forced anything as in Windows. So much more enjoyable experience. I never thought I would say updates would be enjoyable, but there you go. Invisible, enjoyable updates. Number 4, affordable prices. Yeah, these things start at about $200 or less. They go up to the $1,000 Pixelbook, depending what you're looking for. You know, you want the very latest speed and all that, RAM. Yeah, you want to go with the Pixelbook. If you don't need all that, consider one for about $200 or so. One thing to consider if you want to do multimedia, like live streaming, I would probably go about the $250, $300 range, and you should be okay. So, quite a wide range of prices for Chromebook. And finally, last but not least, they are perfect for Linux beginners. Chromebooks are based off a form of Linux called Gentoo. You might be thinking, what the heck is Gentoo? It doesn't matter, and that's the point. It is flawless Linux, at least in my test. I've never seen anything like that either, or pretty close to flawless. Flawless. Now you can install Linux apps on these machines. Experimental, those will have bugs. But in terms of the Chromebook, Chrome OS itself, yeah, it's just about as perfect as Linux gets. And for Windows users, it is quite literally perfect. Now, as I said, there are other reasons to get a Chromebook, and maybe we'll talk about that in a future show. There are, as I said, other layers of security which are quite useful and helpful to keep the Chromebook as secure as possible. But these are my top 5 reasons as to why a Chromebook might be something for you in the future to upgrade from Windows 7, which will be expiring, I believe, at the end of the year. So you need to make a decision. What do you want to do? Do you really want to keep Windows 7? No. Do you want to update to a Chromebook? Why not? Do you really want to upgrade to Windows 10 and deal with all those uncool updates? Reboot, install, reboot, forced upgrades. It's just not fun, and that's all I'm going to say about that. So yeah, so really for this one, this is more for my Windows folks who follow this channel. So let me jump in the chat real quick, and I'm going to start my dinner. So we have Simple Tech. You're not having a great week. Oh no, but a Chromebook would be awesome for me and your work. Alrighty then. If you can put Linux Mint or something else like on. No. If you're going to buy a Chromebook, that's the whole point of this. Don't install something with potential bugs. You see, Chromebooks have no bugs. Now, I'm not saying that Linux Mint or Peppermint will be a disaster, but that's the point of buying something like that. Anyway, Lamer Linux. Yeah, I'm doing well, Simple Tech. Thank you very much. Hello, Ben. Harlequin says Chromebook plus crouton equals life. I normally put croutons on top of my salad, but yeah. You're updating to iOS 13, Ben. Okay. Sean's. You are broadcasting this in a Thai restaurant? Really? Holy cow. Cool. Well, thank you, Sean's. I am honored. Tell everybody I said hello. I love Thai food. Anselm, hello. How are you, Anselm? For gaming, you use your desktop Windows machine. Okay, all right. Anselm says Chromebook is your daily driver. Yeah, awesome. I use my Chromebook now more than Windows. Yeah, it's just easier, faster. Now Lamer says don't buy a Chromebook and install Linux. It's a pain and it's not worth it. To me, it's just the opposite. Lamer, if you install Linux, you have the potential of installing bugs, and that's the real pain. Whereas a Chromebook, there are no bugs, and the price is the same. Say you buy a spare machine, install Linux on it. It may or may not work. If you buy a Chromebook, unless there's something wrong with the Chromebook, if it's broken, it's going to run flawlessly. And that is much, much better for a Linux newbie from Windows, because if that Linux newbie installs Linux, any Linux, and for some reason there are bugs, that Windows user will say, man, Linux sucks. Now that's not true, but if they have a bad experience, if they buy a Chromebook based on Linux that runs perfect, there you go, and you tell them, oh, by the way, this is Linux, they're going to say, what? This is Linux? You see my reasoning here? So yeah, we need to think more of a Windows Linux newbie versus us. Hello, Harlequin. You play Borderlands 2 in Ubuntu via Crouton. It works beautifully. All right. Lamer, I have not seen bugs yet in the Chromebook. At least none that affect my pleasure of using the machine. So that's all I'm going to say about that. Kind of, yeah. Anselm said it's kind of pointless to buy a Chromebook and install Linux. Yeah. I mean, if you're experienced or a geek and want to try something different, there's nothing wrong with that. But if you're a newbie, no. You buy the Chromebook for the point of using the Chromebook, Chrome OS. But at least that's how I see it. So, yeah. Before I forget, we'll do a Friday night chat around 8 p.m. So check your emails. We'll do a private chat and we'll catch up on things. So, Lamer has had very good luck with MX with no bugs. I think that's awesome. It is possible to run a Linux machine with no bugs. I totally agree, Lamer. But that is the exception in Linux in general and not the rule, because we've talked about fragmentation. If we have anybody new watching, please do stop by and say hello. Let's go ahead and do this. Bring up the chat here. Yeah, I haven't seen at least the amount of bugs or any bugs on a Chromebook compared to the amount of bugs I had in Linux ever since I started with Linux in 06. Although Ubuntu Mate and Linux Mint is pretty solid. Zorin, those are pretty solid in terms of being as bug-free as possible. So, you know, it's possible to download a Linux distro and be, you know, about as bug-free as possible, but you just never know. That's why if you are a Windows user and, you know, you've heard of Linux, or maybe your friend tried Linux and it sucked for them because of the bugs or for whatever reason, don't give up. Don't give up. Get a Chromebook. Try it. You know? I mean, it's much more enjoyable to use something knowing that I don't have to reboot like I have to do, restart like I have to do with Windows, maybe multiple restarts, I don't know, much faster updates. Security, again, when was the last time ransomware hit a Chromebook? I haven't heard it. But stable is always different for some people, so there is no OS that is stable. Well, I think we can conclude that the definition of stable is something that that is not crashing or solving puzzles, such as fixing bugs or dealing with potential bugs. So Ben's into gaming. Very good. Yep. If you like gaming, you really need to stick with the Windows. I mean, really nothing comes close. Not yet. Not even Linux in general. And that includes Chromebooks, by the way. So you had a friend looking for a laptop. She asked me if she could get a Windows laptop Chromebook. I asked her what the laptop's for. She told me that for college to type papers. Yeah, that's a good reason to get a Chromebook. Absolutely, Lamer. Yeah. Man, I can't believe today it's like it almost hit 90. And of course, we shut down the pool. Wah. Anyway. Hey, Sneaky Linux, Bababoo. He sneaked in. How are you, sir? Sneaky Linux, all the way from the UK. Sneaky, does anyone you know, family or otherwise, use a Chromebook or has any experience with the Chromebook. Oh, there in the UK. Are Chromebooks as popular there as they are here in the States? I like this song, Mr. Sunnyface. La 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 la. DT really wants a Chromebook. You want a Chromebook giveaway? Well, you spent money on that. What did you buy last that was kind of pricey? A phone? Yeah. So, oh well. What's up, DT? DT, if you're free Friday night, 8 p.m., join us for a little private chat. A short one, about an hour or less. Aha! Sneaky says you have one in your house and the school where you teach just got 20 of them. Yay for Linux! Or at least a form of Linux, right, Sneaky? Awesome! Nice! Yeah, Ben, you will get an email. Basically, anyone who supports the channel through Patreon or PayPal will get an email. So, yeah, looking forward to that. So, Sneaky, you're a teacher and you can't spell. Boy, man, I'm really worried for you, buddy. Nah, I'm just kidding. All right, DT, you're off Friday. Very good. Yeah, then I'll, of course, you will be invited. Maybe we'll do another stable versus unstable or something like that. It saves the budget about 60%. Awesome. Very nice. Sneaky, have the Chromebooks been as reliable as I think they are, as in free from malware and stable? I will guess yes. DT says Chrome OS is about as Linuxy as Mac OS BS. Well, listen, it has the Linux kernel, right? A little bit of Gentoo, a little bit of Portage, a little bit of Basil, oregano. I mean, what do you want me to say? I can't say it's based off of Windows. It's not based off of Mac, right? It's based off of Linux, so. Alright, so it's not GNU Linux. It doesn't have the philosophy of Linux. Yeah, I'm sure all billion Windows users are saying, hey, that Chromebook is not GNU Linux. Not gonna happen, right? I'm just trying to make it easier for Windows users to try Linux, any form of Linux, besides their Windows machine. So, yeah. Sticky says they are all running fine and the kids love them, and they are a bit more kid-proof than the Lenovo's we have. Really? Okay, cool. Nice. Yeah, Lamer DT can install Cloud Ready with Chromium OS and also download and install the bugs too, or the potential bugs. But yeah. Yeah, you can't really tell a Linux newbie to do that. So yeah. Now remember, we don't have to convince other Linux users to try Linux, right? My goal is to convince Windows users to try Linux and have a very good experience the first time. And Chromebooks right now fit the bill, so yeah. Chrome OS is the gateway drug to real Linux. Oh my goodness. I would consider Chrome OS on a Chromebook. It has to be the marriage, DT, and you know what I mean. Putting all jokes aside, the perfect marriage of the Linux kernel and the hardware, which is the Chromebook. I guess you can say that's the gateway to real Linux. And guess what? There's nothing wrong with that, right? Oh, now you know I am not like Microsoft. Embrace, extend, extinguish. That sounds like the weed store here down the down the block. You know, weed is legalized in Ohio. Anyway. Hello, Jan. How are you? Sticky says, Sticky Girl, 17-inch HP, 17-inch is now 5 years old, has only just stopped getting updates from the old Google. So money well spent. It cost her 220, is that pounds, 5 years ago. Well, there you go, Sneaky, what a bargain. The newer machines will get you 6.5 years for the same price, so why not? Lamer says, why am I doing Chromebooks on Windows? Well, because I had to run the I had to do updates. I am not going to run Windows without updates and security patches, even though I don't use this as much, and that's why. And I have to restart, which I'm not going to do now, and you don't normally have to do that in a Chromebook, so yeah. Yeah, it is legal in Ohio. Why we're taking the Vegemite challenge last year, we could have tried other stuff. Yeah, more fun stuff, right? But boom. That's true, DT, I know. Yeah. Alright, so we got about 3 songs left here on the list, and we're going to wrap this up. So, again, if there's anybody new watching, please do say hello. If you would like to support the live shows, you can check out the links below in the show notes. The live shows are made possible by you, and you, and you, and you. Yes, Lamer, the Joker, I have to restart my computer after an update. And guess what? You have to do that in Ubuntu and in Linux sometimes. So, yeah. Now, not as much, granted. I'll give you that, but you do. Even in a Chromebook, sometimes I have to restart. Not as much. But I'm watching Weather Channel. She is cute. Anyway. So DT, didn't you test a Drudgery OS or something? Starts with the D, right? Drudgery, Drupal OS. DT says, "Oh, you're changing. She's all right. Well, she's nice. She's, you know, yeah, she appears stable. But boom, Drager, Drauger. That sounds like a shipping company. DT. Drager. I don't know. Hey, did you see where Manjaro has now become a company? Well, good for them. They can start paying those volunteers everything they deserve, even though I do not use Manjaro. I know she's no Jerry Ryan, but that's not what I said. You're gonna give her a 7 out of 9? Yeah, I would give her at least that. Yeah, Sneaky, if you want to spend some shekels in Chrome OS, you can do most things, video editing and rendering. You can, but as far as that, I prefer to do it in Linux or Windows. Yeah. Flirt with shipping proprietary trialware on their ISO. Now they incorporate. Ah, okay. Not looking good. Yeah, I saw that. It, you know what? It didn't really affect me. I don't really care about that, but I certainly understand. I'll tell you what's really bad. The Librem, the Linux phone, is going to be released with known bugs, known problems. I'm like, really? For $700? Oh my. Tax Action BK. Speaking of Burger King, I had a Impossible Whopper a couple weeks ago. It was good. It was really good. With my razor, the new razor thing, razor blades I bought, they're pretty good. Yeah. Got them off of Amazon, the 6-blade razor. My first time using a 6-blade razor. I have to be careful. But yeah, I got, what, 4 of them? 5 of them for like $10. They're pretty good. Yeah. I used that and a Braun shaver to finish up around the tight spots. So, yeah, it works pretty good. I don't know, DT. I'm looking at her, and she's looking pretty good to me. I mean, I better watch what we say. I think she's married, you know. Oh, wow. The Burger King system was down. Couldn't try anything. Ah, okay. Yeah, I thought it was pretty good for plant-based. In fact, it may taste better depending on your taste. So, yeah, it did taste like a Whopper, yeah. It has a different taste than the meat-based Whopper, Lamer. It is definitely different, but it is good. So, yeah. I mean, I enjoyed it. I mean, it's almost $6, and that's something I would buy every day for a burger. But it's pretty good. Oh, DT, be nice. I'm sure she's happily married. Just because we are not. Yeah, try the Impossible Whopper, Lamer. It is Total OS approved. And guess what? I didn't have to buy any X-Lax. Bada bing! No, I didn't have any problems. It was quite yummy and tasteful. I had no issues whatsoever. So give it a shot. All right, let's give this a 5-minute warning, and then I'm going to have dinner. Tax Action BKs, don't eat that proprietary well, it's plant-based, so it comes from the earth, right? So it's proprietary to Mother Nature. It's GPL'd. Yes. Yeah. GPL. It's GPL meaning good plant listed, right? Well, I guess you can call it an impossible taste because I was surprised. Yeah. Yes, I'm sure that's what he calls the GNU Impossible Whopper. I like Burger King. If I had to pick fast food, Burger King and Arby's. I like Arby's too. Fish sandwiches occasionally, and I like their curly fries. Are pretty good. Now keep in mind these are the worst places to go if you're watching your diet and your weight. So yeah. Is that the only update I have? I guess. Well, at least that's what it says for Windows. I've been lucky. You know, we like to, you know, make fun of Windows 10, but I've been lucky. On multiple machines, Windows 10 it really has not given me any issues. So, yeah, DT, they do sell grilled chicken sandwiches. But the reason to go there occasionally is to get the Whopper, right? Because that's exclusive to Burger King, right? But you are correct, sir. They do have grilled chicken. I believe McDonald's has that and Wendy's. But yeah. Do 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 do. Ah, Sneaky says one of your clients has come over to Linux via Zorn. It's on my top 10. Speaking of that, don't forget to vote for the your top Linux distribution for 2019. A couple of videos ago, you can vote on that video below in the comments. One comment equals one vote. It can be anything you wish. And we'll have the results here in October. So again, vote for the best Linux OS for 2019 based on you, not me. I will have my own top 10, but this one's based on you. All right. Anything else before? Oh, Brugura, yeah, I've been on for a while. It's time for me to wrap this up. BK says, you buy chicken from a burger place? Jeez. Well, I mean, sometimes. But I go there, Burger King for the Whopper, let's be honest, right? And I go to Arby's for the curly fries and roast beef. Yep, BK does have good chicken sandwiches. Richard Addison, how are you, sir? I'm doing fine, thank you. I'm sorry you come in there at the last minute, but all right, Sneaky, you got to go. Take care, sir. Thank you for stopping by. But anyway, so anyway, thank you everybody who stopped by for this scheduled live event. These are always a pleasure. Love to do more of these. Again, if you'd like to support the live streams or would like to see more live streams, I think more people want to, but need your help. Check out the links below in the show notes and support the channel. And on that note, to everybody here, thank you very much who stopped by. If you are new to all this and were too shy to say hello now, please do. And again, check your emails for a chat this Friday night, 8 p.m. You can submit your questions or topics if you wish by email, totalostoday1@gmail.com. And tonight's or Friday night stream will not be broadcasted, so we can talk whatever we would like to talk about if you wish. And then on that note, I shall say arrivederci. Ciao.